My next video on the DC Universe Classics Series 8 is going to be on, for the title, Mr. Terrific. And this is the modern day Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. So, keeping with the new kind of format, I'll be going right into the figure itself and then going into his backstory. So I won't bore those of you who just want to see the figure. This is probably one of my favorites of the line, just because it's so detailed. Look at that jacket. You can see the zipper on both sides, and you can see the snap at the top of the collar, both sides. It's just, and then all the sculpting of the jacket folds. Really, the stitching and padding on the breaks in the leather jacket. Of course, him being Mr. Terrific, you gotta have the fair play. And really, just really wonderful sculpting all around. Nice face sculpt. The body underneath. A wonderful paint. Well, not wonderful, but pretty good paint scheme. There's no real messy paint job anywhere. All very smooth and well executed. For accessories, I don't know if you can count them. He comes with his little T-spheres, and they plug right into his back, and you can remove them. Unfortunately, there's no little plug to put in there to complete the Terrific in on the back of his jacket, which is a shame. I wish they could have included that, so you can see the back of his jacket, and there not be a gaping hole there. But you can just plug the T-spheres, right back in. And I don't know if it's mine, but it's kind of loose and easily falls off, so you just gotta watch it. And he's got 4 of them in different poses, or different positions around him. You can't pose them, they're fixed in that spot when it's not too big. Of course, he's got the standard DC Universe articulation, although the jacket does get in a little bit of the shoulders, not too much, but I'd much rather have the jacket than the extra posability. They're not exactly flush all the time. The elbows, very minor, have a gap, but that's very minor. Overall, very nice. He's a really great figure, a must-have for any JSA fan, and really any DC fan. So I would highly recommend Mr. Terrific. So, okay, that concludes my thoughts on the figure. If you want to stick around and get bored by useless information about the character, you can. So, Michael Holt first appears in the Spectre number 54 in 1997. Now, he is a child prodigy. Well, not a child anymore, but as a child, he was a prodigy, a genius. And by the time he was, I think it was 18, he had amassed 14 PhDs, which included doctorates in law, psychology, mathematics. He had, he'd become a multi-millionaire with a tech company. He'd become an Olympic athlete in the decathlon, a gold medal winning athlete in the decathlon. So he had a very full life. Unfortunately, he runs into a very tragic circumstance where his wife and unborn child are killed in a car crash. And he becomes very, very sad and suicidal over it. And that's where he meets the Spectre, who I think at this time is still Jim Corrigan, tells him all about Terry Sloan, the first Mr. Terrific. And he becomes so inspired by the story of Terry Sloan that he decides to carry on as the new Mr. Terrific. He joins the JSA in their second adventure, I believe, and he's so smart and such a great guy that he becomes their chairman, leads them for a while. He hands off leadership to Hawkman for a little bit, but then takes it back. And after the events of Infinite Crisis, he and Alan Scott take up in the creation of the new Checkmate. And eventually he takes over for Alan Scott as the White King of Checkmate. He makes an appearance in Final Crisis, and he's one of the last heroes on Earth, still free of Darkseid's mind control, and he actually creates a new OMAC population to combat Darkseid's troops, mind control troops. I forget what they call them. And of course, you can see him in the current JSA issues, which right now he's hovering near death, but since he is in the solicitations for upcoming JSA and other books, I can assume that he makes it out of that predicament. So anyway, that's pretty much it on the character. For his powers, well, his power is the power to learn. And he gets all his stuff from his intelligence. He's built these little T-spheres, which perform lots of different functions. They're communications, they can make holograms, they can even be used as weapons, deliver electric shocks, and explode. And he can even, I know it's kind of cheesy, but he did once use them to fly by stepping on two of them and having them rise up. And another one of his creations is his nanite mask, which also, his uniform is comprised of nanites that he programmed, and his mask is his link to the T-spheres, and his suit, and they both render him invisible to all technology. People can still see him, but if you try and take a picture with him with a camera, I don't know, you just have to go with it sometimes. So anyway, that's it for him. Man, he's great character. One of my favorites on the new JSA. And if you can, go out and get him. Highly recommend it. Till my next review, see ya.